So I have my water, wet down my paints. Getting low on this Creamer pigments. They're handmade paints, and they're in Manhattan. You could buy them online. I also use Winsor Newton. I use all different paints. If I see a color or it's available, I try to get the best quality because I want them to last and I want the color to be nice and strong. One thing, I love my coffee, but I find that during this time I'm a little distracted. I'm not getting through a hot cup of coffee. Just kind of leaving it at the side. Blueberries. What color are blueberries? Are they purple? Are they blue? They have that little shadow of light in them. It's very interesting. Blueberries. I guess I can pick up some other berries to paint. I have one more page out of this, but I will be continuing to paint. I have some Christmas cards that I came across, from family and friends, and they send pictures of themselves. So I thought I would do some quick impressionistic paintings of those. I might start that, and I'll continue the shorter morning paintings. See, I have to make a little setup for that. I've done different series, very large series on watercolor, on still life and fruits and vegetables. And I have it's on my YouTube, it's called The Gift, an earlier video. My stay in Berkeley, in Woodstock. It was a grant that I got to do an artist residency, and I did a whole series there, and along with a fellow resident made a film. I asked her to film it, and then I had the clips put together, and it's all about the cycle of life, nurturing the garden, and make what is useful at different times. So it's kind of cool. Always kind of comes back to me. I really loved being there. It was my first and only residency, and it was really eye-opening. It was like the Wizard of Oz. I met a lot of interesting people there, both artists and writers. It was a real mix, and what was interesting, which I thought was normal, but we were told we got along really well, and not everyone does. Yeah, it was just so nice. It was so much fun, and everyone was just wonderful. There were one or two people that didn't stay. They were just kind of came there and left. I don't really remember them well. I just remember them passing by and staying 1 or 2 nights. I was there, it's about 2.5 weeks, but it was really a time to be quiet and paint. I had my own studio up there, separate, but so close. That's one thing I love. It was just like it was the middle of the country. It's in Woodstock, so it was just not even down the road. I could just get up. I set it up. I spent time cleaning up the studio and fixing it so it could be mine and salvaging what was left in there. I really enjoyed it. One thing about this being in my home, it's so easy. It's smaller than my studio. And when I had the studio in Berkeley, it was large. It is nice to be able to just wake up and come over to my little spot and paint. I do have some grounds outside my building, but I really don't want to go downstairs, because I think when you paint, whoever's painting, it doesn't matter who, when someone's sitting still and doing something, it gives people that curiosity to come over and look. At least that's what I experience, and chat. I don't want to invite that, because even though it's just downstairs, there are people coming and going, so I'm staying at home. Really staying at home, unless I have to go to the store, and I wait a while and we take turns going. So I'm painting at home, and I will visit other places virtually. Bob Ross. I remember telling someone a few years ago, I want to do a TV series. And they're like, no you don't, and now look, everything's on YouTube and Zoom. So, I don't know, what does that mean? Don't necessarily share with everyone, or don't listen to everyone. Because a lot of people will think they're telling you, they're helping you, but they're not. I could have had this going on. I always liked it. I taught, I mentored, I like sharing, I like talking. If you want to do something because you enjoy it, that's a good thing. And I was always fortunate to be able to make my living teaching, selling my art. I'm truly grateful for that. And of course, there's those days, but I really did love the path my life took with all the bumps. Oh, I'm enjoying painting these blueberries. I wasn't really truly looking forward to it at first. This is kind of fun. I seem to go to yellow and violet. I have a big painting from a New York City series. It's called Slumber, and I also call it A Study in Opposites, and so there's a lot of violet and yellow in it. I'm always experimenting with color. And it seems like I haven't even picked up another brush. I'm just sticking with the number 6. Today I'm using the Raphael. I have a few different number 6s. This has a longer, the bristles are longer on this. Just a little bit. I'm not putting my brush back in the paint. I'm just using a little bit, wetting it, getting a little glaze, a little wash, using a little bit of what's on the brush and just pulling some of that paint and just leaving a little bit of shadow. I'll go back to that. And some ultramarine. I have to go see if I have any stored away or if I have to order it. Thank you for those essential workers, since I'm still getting deliveries. But I'm able to mail things. I have a framer. Thank you, Susan Greenstein, for telling me about your framer. His name is Dominic Di Pasquale. So I can send him things and he can ship them out. It's available and I'm happy about that. And hopefully, it's always good. I have some framers in Italy and I have other framers here. Already sold a few. They'll be shipping out this week, so then I'm able to do that and then I can have them framed. Still working on my Shopify store. I hope to get that going. I use this colorful little kitchen towel that I picked up in Italy and brought home with me because I loved it so much, and it just adds that little accent of color. And when you draw, I always would tell my students there is observation, memory, and imagination, and what makes something really wonderful is putting a little bit of all of that together and making it your own. And that's how, when people paint different things, if they're adding a little bit of their imagination, a little bit of their memory, how they remember things, their observational skills, and that's what makes one's work unique. Someone's working on something. I don't know if it's the gardeners, some kind of construction, or if it's coming from the street. I guess it must be past 8:30 if they're starting to work. I'm sorry about that background. I was going to put some yellow up there, but I thought it twice. I think I'm going to just work with this red a little bit more because I have the bananas up there. I don't want to lose them. Balance out the palette. Bringing some of that color down. I'm going to take out my smaller brush. I didn't use my eraser brush. It's not really an eraser brush. It's not called that. I just use it for that. And some of the pulp from my paper is on it, so I have to get some heavyweight paper, 300 pound. This is a cotton, and I haven't used this yet. It's a 3. It has a nice point, but I'm going to look for my 2. It's the 2, Kolinsky. It's kind of got paint over it. Take out that. I don't like the date there. Eraser brush. I'm going to just blur it and put the date somewhere else. And I put it there. Claire, wash the brush. Here we go. Voila, done. Got it in. Got it done. So there's my blueberries. See you tomorrow. Have a great day. Have a good week. Stay inside. Stay safe. Be well. Eat healthy.